EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And his first pass is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, the Rams hit 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Higbee complete right side. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And Gay knocks this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Wide 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Able to find Isabella. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he's got it down to the 28.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. And his His throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deshaun Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Mayfield's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Dances by him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mayfield on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. They'll run again with Hunt. taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Gay's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot. But not
rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Tua sets up to pass it. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. And some room to work. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll run with Hunt. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kareem Hunt, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. 1-3 rail.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Swings this out for Hunt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Tua. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, but it could have gone for more.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. after the run by Hunt. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. His throw incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A quick pass to Cup.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
That game on 4th field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Tua going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receiver.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. It's probably been there for a long time.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
Tua now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on the 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now Tua. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And some space here. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.